First of all, I mean, big win first in the season, even though it's against a team who hasn't played it. How does it feel to kind of get off the market quickly?
Yeah, it felt good. It felt good. We needed that. We needed to score some goal, and the opponent was good. We take that game like really serious, like the coach tell us to push really hard and to score some goal.
You personally had a goal and an assist. How does that feel to get kind of off the mark as an individual player?
Yeah, it feels good. It's always good to score. Like, it doesn't matter against who you play. So it was good feeling. This was like a preparation for our game this weekend. So it gave us some confidence to go in Pittsburgh and have some point.
And the Open Cup, like the Cup is a totally different competition from the league. How do you feel about that? How do you prepare for that? How does it feel to advance?
We always prepare that like a great game, we know it's always hard. It doesn't matter who you play against. So we prepare it like we prepare all the games. So yeah, we take it serious and yeah, we get a point.
For you here, second year in Hartford.
Mm-hmm.
So now you're kind of fully established with the returners on this team. How are you feeling going into year two?
What was the question?
How are you feeling going into year two with Hartford?
Oh yeah, good. It feel like a home already, Hartford. So we're trying to bring everything together, like our culture. We're trying to bring all together. So it feel good.
Regardless of the opponent and the competition, how important is it for you guys to get the clean sheet in the win tonight?
We take every opponent the same, big or small. We approach everything the same. But I think this came at the right time. Tuesday we have a big game on Saturday going into Pittsburgh. I think getting the ball to hit the net definitely builds confidence for our front three, but just for the team as a general. And then to come out with a clean sheet, that was big for us, but definitely came at the right time.
The Open Cup, totally different competition from the league. How do you feel about advancing in that competition? How do you feel about the cup generally?
Definitely. It's always good to play for something. When it's a knockout round, there's more excitement to it. The boys are more locked in. We're always locked in, but just an extra little something on it. We're taking it serious now. Normally we would have put out maybe like a second team, put out a first team. We're going for it. In everything this year, we're going for it. So you will see, as we progress, you see the best of us as we go. We work through a couple of things. As you can see, the flow is more smoother right now. So we just keep building.
What did you take from that season opener that you kind of brought into tonight, maybe cleaned up?
I just think like the urgency. I think our communication was spot on. All the back four plus the goalkeeper, loud, even the midfielders, strikers, wingers, everybody was communicating. We were very active in our defending. We wanted to keep the ball in their half, but also we wanted to enjoy the ball because we have a game Saturday. So we just wanted to move it, get some touches on the ball, get some guys confidence, and see how we could build up. As a couple guys are missing for international break, so we had to fill in some spots. So it's a good chance to get a look at those guys.
As you look ahead to Saturday, again in Pittsburgh, what are you hoping to take from this game into that game?
We're hoping to take the confidence and urgency that we played with, honestly. Coaches gave us a speech all week. We're coming here to 3 goals or more. We got 3. And just we know Pittsburgh is going to be a different beast, but it's just honestly, it was all about building confidence and to see the ball hit the net. We know we're a team that we could defend the lead once we go up, so just getting our strikers to build confidence. And once guys like Momo, Michi, we missed Beckford today, but as you can see, Addy fill in, so all the pieces are starting to fall, but we're just taking the urgency and the confidence into Pittsburgh.
You head to Pittsburgh, you know how tough that is, and the road is a place that you guys kind of struggled last year.
Yeah.
Continuing into the season opener, what needs to kind of happen for you to kind of unlock that puzzle?
We got to go into that as it's an own game. We can't go in there like, obviously we always respect opponents, but not too much. We have to go in there first half, high intensity, high urgency, pressing them off the field. That's the football we play. That's our style of play. We don't shy away, not because we're away from home. And just getting the press right. I feel like in Lexington it was a little bit off, but like as you can see tonight, we got it right. We kind of pressed the ball, we keep possession in their half, and we were able to turn their back line. And once the defenders are running backwards, we could pick up the second and play forward. And I feel like that's where the goals came from.
Obviously, regardless of the competition, regardless of the amateur side, I mean, how good does it feel and how important was it to get a big win like this?
Yeah, you had all 3 of your front 3 score. It took till late, but generated enough chances to have a few more goals and dominated the ball. But I thought it was just a clean professional performance. They didn't have a look at our goal, and until maybe very late there was a half chance in there. So I was pleased with that. We took it seriously. We played at a decent tempo. Could have played with more urgency in the first half, and I think we played with a little more in the second half. And then on a different night, you know, there probably a couple set pieces in there you could have scored on.
You mentioned urgency there. That was something felt like it was a little bit lacking at the weekend in Lexington, but maybe a little more present tonight. How do you carry that forward into Pittsburgh?
Well, it's difficult. I mean, we're going through Lexington's home opener. We were a little detached in midfield, I thought. In the first half, we missed our pressing cues, and that allowed them to gain some momentum. But even still, we went away. We had 52% of the ball. We're still building toward the style of play that suited us well last year, which is to get on top of teams and to confront them, whether we're in their environment or ours. We just weren't sharp in the moments that mattered in Lexington at all. I thought we were, again, detached in midfield. It's a new group of players with one or two young ones mixed in. But you see the difference Beverly makes tonight to get him back fully fit. And we're still, you know, we're missing a ton of guys right now.
Speaking of, I know you guys are pretty short-handed today. You mentioned it, to get out of this with no injuries and to be able to kind of empty your bench there at the end.
Yep.
It seems like the best of both worlds.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, well, I mean, I won't go too far into it, but, you know, we weren't close to having an 18 tonight, so it was really good to see the starters start well, be fit enough, be, you know, in good enough form to play 90 minutes and to be ball dominant. That's going to be important for us to have any sort of chance on Saturday in Pittsburgh and 40 degrees in the rain.
And obviously it turned up at the end of last year, but overall the road was still a place that you guys kind of struggled last year.
Yeah.
How do you carry that into Pittsburgh? That's traditionally been a very tough place to play.
Yeah, it's a tough place to play because they're very organized, and we're not going to have as much of the ball on Saturday. There's just no way it's going to happen that way. So we need to be in the right mindset, and we need to be a lot more organized in midfield in the way we press and counter press than we were in Lexington.
You mentioned earlier, you know, getting the front three all on the score sheet. Adi and Mishi both goal assists, obviously missing Deshane tonight. How important is to have those guys kind of clicking in the early going?
Yeah, it's just good to feel what it feels like to score goals again. You know, that's important. It's still a competitive match. It's still a match where we earned another, I believe, home game in the Open Cup now. So that's good for the club. It's positive momentum, and it's good to have this game on a Tuesday and not a Wednesday, so we have a little time to recover before we go to Pittsburgh, because basically the same team's going to play.
You know, you just mentioned the importance of the Cup. Talk to us a little bit about the importance of the Open Cup as a competition and how it feels to move on here.
It's awesome. I got to taste it right up to the end and hold the trophy 2 years ago, and that's something that you don't forget. So for these guys, I think every step we get closer, you start to dream a little bit more, but we're going to need all our depth back. We're going to need all the international players back to have any sort of run in any competition this year. I think it's important to chase every competition at this point, though. The club is growing, and we did build a ton of momentum last year and fell just short. This year is about building even more momentum.